Hi, I'm Amy Gordon, Director of Communications for the Peninsula School District. Today I'm meeting with David Olson, President of the Peninsula School Board, to talk about the district search for a new superintendent. Hello, President Olson. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Can you please tell me what prompted the superintendent search?
In 2018, our previous superintendent resigned to take another position, so that required the school board to go out and hire an interim superintendent. And when we did that, we hired our current superintendent, which is Dr. Art Jarvis. So our intention was to have him for 1 year and then go out with a superintendent search. Fortunately, we won the bond in February 2019, and Dr. Jarvis had extensive experience in school construction, so the board decided to keep him on for another year. And then we got hit by a historic pandemic, and we kept him on again for another year. And so he's given his intention to resign at the end of this year and retire. And so that prompted us to go out for our superintendent search.
So as I understand it, it's the school board's job to hire the superintendent.
That's correct. School board decided to go out and find a search firm that's experienced in finding superintendents. So we interviewed 3 firms, and we ended up with Northwest Leadership Associates. Search firms have the expertise necessary to go out and recruit, submit, put out applications, let superintendents across the country know that our position is available. I expect us to get a wide range of highly qualified candidates, and so at the end of the day, I think we'll have someone that our community is very proud of.
So what is the school board looking for in a superintendent candidate?
The Peninsula School Board asked Northwest Leadership if they could put together several focus groups. And so what they did is they went out and they met, some cases virtually, in some cases one-on-one. They met with the school board to find out what we were looking for in a superintendent. They met with teachers and staff. They met with parents. They met with students, and they met with community members such as Rotary, Kiwanis, Chamber, to try and get a holistic view of what our Peninsula School District community was looking for in their superintendent. We also have a survey that's out there right now for teachers and parents and staff to be able to go out and put their comments on that to say what they would like to see in a superintendent. And that survey ends on February 5th. And so once we get that, the school board will receive all that input so that we can see what our community says, as well as all the other focus groups said, and that'll help us determine the best fit for our superintendent.
How are you planning to seek further community involvement in the search process?
Unfortunately, due to COVID, we're not able to do it like we did before. Previously, we had in-person school board interviews where the members of the community could sit in the audience and listen. We had community forums where the community members could come and ask the candidates questions, and then they got to tour the schools and meet the staff and the teachers and so forth. Unfortunately, a lot of that will be done virtually this year, but we definitely intend to involve the community as much as possible. The school board's committed to making sure that our search is open and transparent. We want to make sure that there's nothing that gives anyone any kind of reason to believe that we weren't fully transparent in our hiring process.
Can you give us an overview of the hiring timeline?
We hired a search firm in October to begin the process of the application. They opened the application period a couple months ago, and that application period ends on February 19th. At that time, we'll meet and narrow our candidate search down to our top 5, and then we'll determine which ones to call in for interviews. Our goal is to select our superintendent and offer them the position by the end of March so that they can expect to start their job on July 1st. One of the things for that delay is to allow them to work collaboratively with Dr. Jarvis in a smooth transition. One of our intentions is to have our school superintendent live in the Peninsula School District.
Well, President Olson, thank you for coming in and talking with us today about the superintendent search.